Okay, everybody, this is our last and final video in the series. This is the plugin video learning library e-commerce section. We only have one plugin to discuss. This is the WooCommerce plugin. So to get started, just go ahead and log into the back end, and let's head on over to plugins and click and scroll down, and you will see WooCommerce. Go ahead and choose Activate and get ready to fill out a bunch of information, and you're going to need to wait just a few minutes because this plugin is mammoth. This plugin is so big that the plugin also uses plugins. Okay, so now that you've activated it, you now have the store ready to go. This is the wizard, and you should be prepared to fill all of this information out. This is about your store details, the industry, your product types. In other words, this is setting up your store. So I wouldn't activate the plugin until you're ready to kind of, spend at least 5 or 10 minutes filling all of this information out. Now, for the purposes of helping you as much as I can without going over the entire plugin, because this plugin is so huge, I encourage you to take a course on Udemy or other online educational courses to learn WooCommerce. You can also set up a development environment and just play with it and trash it and do different things to it to see how it responds. There's nothing short of experience that really makes the difference in learning a product. You got to get your hands dirty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this to kind of show you what this would be. This is, one of these things. Hey, can I track your usage? I never do that personally. That's just me. If you feel differently and like to help and contribute and you don't mind, go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that I've broken out of the wizard, essentially, it's telling me, hey, welcome to my headquarters and all this information, and it's just giving me some pertinent information. I wouldn't be so quick to just roll through all of this and dismiss it if this is your first time using WooCommerce. Please take the time to read it. It will kind of give you a little bit of insight and at least get you thinking in the mindset of how the developers and how the plugin creators have put this thing together for you. So I'm just blowing through this because I want to show you certain and or key things. So if you bail on the setup, then this is what you're going to be faced with. Another thing that I want you to take notice of is in my browser, I'm using HTTP, not HTTPS. I do not have an SSL certificate installed on this site, so that's taboo number one. Do not configure this plugin unless you have an SSL certificate installed. If you need help with any of this, from the WooCommerce setup to WooCommerce importing to configuring your store or WordPress in general, Dave's WordPress offers these services and more. So, we're available for hire. Just give us a call or reach out to us. Our rate is $85 an hour. So, use us as much or as little as you need. We're here for you. Okay, so with that being said, you're going to go ahead and, fill out the rest of this information. And then at this point, when you get done with all of that, the first thing it's going to do is take you into another wizard to where you can start adding your products. And once you start adding your products, then you can start getting ready to sell stuff. The other thing under WooCommerce that is going to be helpful to do is to go under settings. And this is where you're going to want to deal with the payments. So these are the different payment methods that are here and available, out of the box. One of the things that you're probably going to want to do, this is what we use. PayPal has been probably the most popular payment platform on the world, but then Stripe came out and hit the scenes, and their fees are typically very similar. And PayPal still has this stigma of, when people see PayPal, they just see a merchant who's cheap, who can't afford a real processor. And so this is where Stripe really makes the difference. They don't have this negative connotation in the consumer's eye. People just have an aversion to PayPal. They just, they trust it, but they don't trust it. It's becoming better as time moves on. But nonetheless, I would highly suggest using Stripe or something else, just, as a store owner, and we are a store owner. This is one of the sites that we operate. And you can go ahead and shop for this bubble device. This is meant for diabetics. The entire company is set up We are all diabetics in the company, and from the manufacturing all the way to the software development and the community that helps build and support this stuff. So diabetics for diabetics. In any event, we have a couple of items up here, and we sell these devices, and I've customized a lot of this stuff using the Divi Builder. You actually have integration with WooCommerce and Divi. You also have integration with WooCommerce and Elementor. So the page builder and WooCommerce support is fantastic, but you'll have to learn all of these techniques yourself in how to go through and customize your store. But all of this information is available inside of the plugin, and for the most part, like I said, short of setting up an entire e-commerce site, it's going to be really, really hard to demonstrate this plugin in any reasonable, quick manner. So I'm going to leave a lot of the heavy lifting and learning and burden to you guys, because this plugin is absolutely huge, and every scenario is a little bit different. So even if I attempted to set up a store, it may not be anything close resembling to what it is that you want to do. Again, the plugin is so big that it has plugins to plugins. You can run membership sites out of it. You can run service. You can sell services, products, goods, anything that you want to sell. Understand that you can sell it in WooCommerce. And if you can't natively, there's a plugin for it. And not only that, sometimes WooCommerce isn't always the best solution with its sub-plugins. There are other solutions out there if you want to run, say, a membership management program. But in any event, this is where our consultation services come into play. If you're a little unsure on what's the best solution for your particular needs, just go ahead and hire us for an hour. Let us have a conversation, talk about what it is you're trying to accomplish, and then we'll recommend a good, solid approach for you, and then you can take it over and build it from there. Or you can hire us to build it if you need be. But in any event, that's it for this video and this series, at least for now. That's it, and we'll see you either in the next video or in a future video. Thank you. Have a great day.